Okay. Hello. Welcome to your 6:30 warm flow. I'm Lizzie. All of you have been in my class before. um, but yeah, we're going to just work up towards flowing with our breath, start slow and drop in, and then kind of build up the energy and the heat. As always, listen to your body if you want to break or add in. Let this practice be yours. And we'll get started in a seat, any comfortable seat. So you might cross your legs or you can sit on your shins, maybe with a block under your hips for a hero's pose. Or you can bring your feet together, knees out wide, stretch the hips a little bit. And we'll start with just arriving, noticing. First, just becoming aware of the energy that you're bringing with you onto your mat tonight. And as always, seeing if there's a way to reduce or remove judgments that might arise here. So, observing your experience with a sense of neutrality. And starting to listen to your breath and feel your breath. So, just noticing of how your breath moves your body. Notice if your breath feels like it's flowing smoothly, or maybe there's some resistance or tightness or texture to your breath. And then checking in now with your physical body, just observing if anything wants to move or shift. Notice if there's any spaces that could use a little more ease, loosening the grip. Maybe that's in the jaw or the shoulders. And an invitation to just check in with perhaps a reason that you are here on your mat tonight. Maybe it's simply to give yourself an hour of time to connect, breathe, and move. Maybe there's something else that brought you to your mat tonight. Just checking in with that. And then we'll guide the awareness back to the breath now. Starting to let your inhales be more full, expansive. Notice your ribs spread wide as you fully breathe in. And then long, slow, complete breaths out. Option to sigh or let some sound escape as you breathe out. And think softening everything on the exhale. The inhales are full, expansive, broad, energizing, and then a softening, like a melting sensation as you breathe out slowly and completely emptying the lungs. Take a couple more breaths like that. And then allow your breath to return back to its natural rhythm, cadence. You're welcome to keep your eyes closed. We're just going to draw the right ear down to the right shoulder, stretching the left side of your neck. Option two, flex your left fingertips or reach them down towards the floor by your side. And then you can stay still or rock your chin up and down a couple of times. And then starting to roll your chin down towards your chest, keeping the length of your spine, just stretching the back of the neck. And then rolling left ear over to the left shoulder. If you want, again, flexing the right fingertips or reaching them towards the floor, and that stillness or movement here. And then again, keeping the length of your spine, start to take your gaze up towards the ceiling. If it feels okay in your neck, you can relax your head back, or you can keep your neck engaged and just look slightly upwards. And then we'll take left ear back to left shoulder, just one breath here. Long spine, start to tuck your chin down. Breath here. And then over to the right. Once more, taking your gaze up. And then neutralizing your spine, stacking your head on top. From here, we're going to sweep the arms up overhead as you breathe in. On the exhale, bring your left hand to your right knee, wrap your right fingertips behind you, finding a twist. We'll stay here for a breath or two. As you inhale, you can think of lengthening, lifting the crown of your head, and then exhale, if it's available, twisting a little deeper, and you can use the left hand to use that resistance against your leg to twist. We'll keep the connection with the left hand and the right leg. Reach your right arm up and over for a side bend. Again, using that resistance to deepen as you breathe. And then still keeping that connection, we'll bring the right hand to the left leg. So the arms are crisscrossed with the right arm over the left. As you inhale, lengthen the spine, lift your chest. Exhale, pull your arms away from each other as you bow. So stretching the space between your shoulders. And then we'll slide the hands up to the shoulders. So keeping the arms crisscrossed, grabbing yourself for a hug, and then rising up. And we'll just take a breath or two here, maybe swaying or just staying in stillness. Let's release the arms out and up. Take a big breath in. Exhale, right hand to left knee this time. Take your twist over to the left. Breathe. Then inhale for length and space. Exhale, twisting, twisting. And then keeping your hand on your leg, we'll reach the left arm up and over. Take a big side bend here. And then we'll draw right hand to left leg, arms are crisscross. Take an inhale to lengthen and lift your chest. Exhale, using the resistance of your hands and legs, bow forward. Breathe into the low back here. And then sliding the hands up to the shoulders, start to rise up. And stillness or a sway or circles with the ribs. Or release the arms, breathe in, reach up. So you exhale, bowl pose the arms, cactusing the arms wide. Think pushing the elbows forward and fingertips back. Nice counter stretch. Take a big breath into the chest. And exhale, take a bow forward. We're going to roll over the shins, coming to tabletop pose. So hands and knees. And then right into cat and cow here. We inhale, dropping the belly, looking up, lifting the tailbone to exaggerate cow pose. Exhale, round the spine, push the ground away, tuck the chin. Yeah. And then flowing with your breath. As always, you're welcome to add in any other movements here that feel right. I'll take a few cycles of breath to wake up the spine. Take your time to complete your next cycle of breath, and then we'll come back through neutral, coming to tabletop pose. And from that long neutral spine, inhale to reach your right arm up to the sky, opening your chest out to the right. Make a fist with your hand, roll at your wrist a couple times in each direction. And then we'll spread the fingertips wide to take a big breath in, maybe opening the chest up a little wider. As you exhale, thread the needle. Pull your right arm through. We'll plant down on the outer right shoulder and then start to sit your hips back to your heels, keeping the arm. So it's a thread the needle child's pose. Taking a breath here. And then from here, we're going to take that right hand that's threaded, grab for the left shoulder, and then come to stand on your shins as you reach your left arm for your right shoulder. So we're back in that self hug. Yeah. You can stay here or you can eagle wrap your arms, bring your forearms together. If you're eagle wrapping, think pulling the pinkies away from your face. And then wherever you are with the arms, we'll inhale to lift the elbows, take your gaze up to the ceiling. Exhale to bow forward, curling your elbows towards your chest. Big stretch to the back of the heart space. Pausing here for a breath. Your next inhale will unwind the arms, reach out and up, sweep the arms high. And then exhale, cactus the arms, goalpost. This time we'll think squeezing the glutes to push the hips forward a little bit, making this a bigger back bend. And then inhale to reach both arms back up. And exhale to plant the hands down to tabletop pose. Finding a round of cat and cow just to reset between sides. And we'll inhale, left arm up to the sky. Make a fist, roll out your wrists a couple times. And then we'll spread the fingertips wide. Big breath in, maybe opening a bit more. Exhale, thread the needle. Pull it through, plant down on the left shoulder, and then hips to heels. Thread the needle, child's pose. Take a breath here. Let's slide the left arm up to the right shoulder. And then rising up to stand on the shins, we'll take the right arm to the left shoulder. And then either staying here or eagle wrap the arms on this side. Let's inhale to lift the gaze, lift the elbows. Exhale, nest your eagle. Elbows towards the belly button. Now you can bow forward, tuck the chin. Breathe here. And then let's unwind the arms, reaching up. Big breath in. Exhale, cactus, the arms wide. And then we're going to realign the spine and take the hands to the hips. Yeah. And then gazing to the front of your mat, we're going to step the right foot forward, finding a lunge. Start to shift forward and back a couple times, getting into the hip flexor. If you want, you can shift all the way back towards a half splits and lunging forward. Next time you're lunge forward, we're going to walk the right foot out about 45 degrees out. So it's pointed out to the diagonal. And then same deal, just lunging a couple times, option to straighten the leg as you tip towards the left. Next time you're lunging, we're going to walk the right foot all the way out to the right this time. So the foot is straight out to the right. And then same deal here, just lunging side to side. Next time you're lunging out, let's take the right forearm to the right thigh. Reach your left arm up and over. It's a kneeling side angle lunge. You can think kind of spiraling your heart up towards the ceiling, maybe taking your gaze up to the ceiling. And then we'll breathe in to reach the arms up. Exhale to a supported side plank. The left hand's going to plant down, right arm stays reaching. And then you can dial your right foot to find the floor if it's not already there. You can keep it there or float your right leg if you'd like. Breathing here for a moment. If you're craving a back bend, you can kick your heel towards your glute and reach for your foot. If your right foot's floating, we'll plant it down, reach the arms up, gate pose. And then on the exhale, we'll just bring the fingertips down for balance. Bring your right knee back to meet the left. And then rise right back up to standing on the shins. Yeah. Hands to hips. And take that on the left. So stepping your left foot forward and then finding your lunge a couple times, maybe half splits. You want to stretch into the left hamstrings. Also notice maybe there's a spot that feels particularly in need of stretching. You can linger somewhere for a breath. Next time you're lunge forward, walk the left foot out about halfway towards the left, and then find your movement here. And lunging for stability, walking your left foot out to the left, and then taking it side to side a couple of times. Pausing in your lunge, bring the left forearm to the top of the left thigh this time. Right arm reaches up and over, kneeling side angle. Once you're there, you can think spiraling your heart up towards the ceiling, maybe looking up towards your right fingertips. Then we'll inhale to sway up to center. Exhale, supported side plank. Right hand plants, left arm stays lifted. Plant the whole left foot down. And then if you want to keep it there, do that or lift it or find your back bend. And then we'll plant the left foot down if it's lifted. Rising up through gate pose. Inhale. Exhale. Plant the hands. Slide the left knee to meet the right. We're going to tuck the toes. Downward facing dog. Lift your hips. Huddle it out. Sway side to side. You can shake your head around a couple times. And then coming to stillness in down dog, you're going to take the whole inhale to roll into plank pose. So start with lifting the heels, keeping your chin tucked, slowly roll till your shoulders are over your wrists, and then lengthen your head long. Exhale, down dog. Take it right up and back. Lowering your heels towards the ground. Maybe they touch, maybe not. Thinking of that active hamstring stretch. And then we'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, slow roll forward. Exhale, down dog. 1 more time. Inhale, roll forward, plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze between your thumbs, bend your knees, spike up high on the toes. Exhale, walk or hop to the top of your mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, extended mountain pose. Sweep the arms out and up overhead. Reach high. Exhale, cactus the arms. Open your chest. Again, think squeezing the glutes. Press the hips forward. Maybe tip a little further back for a back bend. We'll inhale to realign and reach. Exhale, take the palms wide as you fold back down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plank pose. Plant the hands, step it back. Knees can be lifted or lowered. Take an inhale. Exhale, shift forward and lower halfway or all the way down. Inhale to a back bend, cobra or upward facing dog. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Take a cleansing breath in and out here. And then flowing with the breath, we'll inhale, gaze forward, bend the knees. Exhale, step or hop, forward fold, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, extended mountain, rise. Exhale, take your back bend. Inhale to reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step it back, moving through a vinyasa, flowing with your breath through plank, or step straight to down dog is always an option. From down dog, a cleansing breath in and out. Inhale, gaze forward, prepare. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, cactus the arms, take your back bend. This time, straighten the arms all the way back. And then we'll interlace the hands at the low back. As you breathe in, drag your knuckles down, maybe straighten the arms. Exhale, bend your knees, forward fold, keeping your bind. You can rest your hands or you can reach your knuckles up overhead. And then bending into one leg and then the other, take a sway side to side. Now release your bind, fingertips to the floor. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, take your vinyasa. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward, bend the knees. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. This time, exhale, left toes step back. Well, take your time to find your footing. So spiking up high on the left toes, so your heels kind of over the toes. And then we'll rise on an inhale, high crescent lunge. Sweep the arms up overhead, deep bend in the right leg. And notice as you're reaching, can you relax the shoulders a little bit here? Find your inhale. Exhale, cactus the arms, option to double lunge, hovering the left knee off the ground. Inhale, realign. Exhale, warrior two, open it out, keeping the bend in the right leg. Being here for a breath or two, connecting with this pose, feeling this pose from your feet to the crown of your head. Bless you. Let's inhale, flip the front palm, reverse warrior, reach up and back. Big side body stretch. As you exhale, side angle lunge, right forearm to right thigh, left arm reaches up. Yeah. And then again, think that sensation of spiraling your chest up, maybe looking up. You can keep the left arm reaching or take a half bind, grabbing left hand towards the right hip crease. This will just open the shoulder and the chest a little bit deeper. If you've got the half bind, you can keep it if you'd like. We'll inhale to reach back up to reverse triangle pose. So it's two straight legs. Right arm reaches up and back. Option to lift your right toes up. Let's take one more breath in. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down. Frame your right foot. Dial all your toes forward. And then we'll keep the left hand or fingertips down. Right arm reaches up for a twist. Just take one more breath in here. And exhale, plant your right hand down, step your right foot back to plank or one-legged plank. And we'll meet in down dog. You can take vinyasa. Pausing here in down dog for a full cycle of breath. Notice the difference from right side to left. Then inhale, gaze forward, bend the knees. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, right toes step back. Take a moment here to find your footing. Spiking up high on the right toes, and then rise on an inhale to your high crescent lunge. Again, thinking that relaxing the shoulders while keeping the shoulders active. Take an inhale here. Exhale, cactus the arms, option to hover the right knee down or tap it down. Inhale, realign, reach up. And exhale, warrior two, open out. Listening to your breath. We'll inhale, reverse, reach the left arm up and back. Exhale, side angle lunge. Left forearm hits the leg. Right arm reaches up. Spiral your heart open and then staying here, or you could take that half bind if you'd like, reaching your right hand for your left hip crease. On your next inhale, reverse triangle pose. Left arm reaches up and back. You can keep your half bind if you have it. Maybe float the left toes up. One more inhale here. Exhale to frame your left foot. Dial your right toes forward. And then right hand plants, left arm lifts for a twist. Plant the left hand, step it back. Yeah, maybe a one-legged chaturanga or straight to down dog. That's where we'll meet. From down dog, right leg to the sky, three-legged dog. You exhale, let's drag the knee towards the nose, shift your shoulders over your wrists, tuck the chin. We'll pause here. Think cat pose in the spine. Yeah. High on the left toes, pointing your right toes. Inhale, three-legged dog, take it up and back. Exhale, knee to nose, creating all that space. And then we'll step the right foot through the hands when you're ready. Maybe it's a couple steps. Yeah. You're going to drop the left foot all the way down. So the left toes point up towards the left corner of your mat. And then inhale to warrior one. Pulling the left hip forward, squaring off with the right hip. As you inhale, take your gaze up. Exhale, we're going to bring the arms out and then scoop your right arm under your left for an eagle wrap or a shoulder grab. On an inhale, start to lift your elbows, lift your gaze up. Exhale, humble warrior, eagle arms. You're going to bow to the inside of the right thigh. Let your head hang down. And if you're seeking more sensation, keeping that action of moving your hands away from your face as you keep the arms wrapped. And then keeping the arms, we'll rise back up to warrior one with eagle arms. Inhale. Unwind the arms. You can stretch them out by your side. So we'll counter stretch. And then warrior two, spin it open. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, side angle lunge. We'll pause here. Same options. You can keep your right hand where it is. Maybe reach it towards the floor. And then the left arm can reach up, or you can bring your bicep up over your ear to lengthen the left side of the body, or take your half bind. Many choices. Take a breath or two here. And then inhale, reverse triangle pose. Two straight legs, right arm reaches up, maybe float the toes. Exhale, triangle pose. Take the arms out to a T, reach forward, and then reach the fingertips down to your shin or a block, or maybe the floor. Left arm's reaching. If you'd like a core challenge, you can sweep your left bicep over your ear and then reach your right arm straight out as well, like you're holding a big volleyball or beach ball. Next, inhale, we'll take it up and back, reverse triangle. And then star pose. Both arms reach up and out. Take a big breath in. Exhale, cactus the arms. And then we're going to straighten them back and interlace the hands together once again at the low back. Breathe in, drag the knuckles down. Exhale, hinge forward from your hips as you fold into a wide-legged fold. Again, resting your hands on your back or letting your knuckles sweep overhead, and then bending one leg and then the other to sway. Let's release the fingertips down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, crawl forward. frame the right foot. And then plant your left hand, right arm reaches up. Easy twist. You can stay here or take side plank, stepping your right foot to stack over your left. And if you're in side plank, think lifting the right hip up, creating like an arch shape. One more inhale wherever you are. And exhale, plant both hands down. We're going to inhale the right leg high, so back to a three-legged dog. And then exhale, walk your hands back to your left foot, standing splits at the back of your mat. Standing L, really. Breathing here for a moment. If you like blocks in this pose, you're welcome to grab blocks as always. And then we'll inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, drop your head back down. And then we're going to curl the right knee in towards your chest and then slowly rise up to a one-legged mountain pose. The right knee is going to come up and in. From here, let's crisscross the right leg over the left leg, like you're sitting in a chair. You can use your toes as a kickstand for balance or double wrap the legs. Start to sit low in the hips like chair pose. And then we're going to bring the right arm under the left, full eagle. From here, squeeze everything in towards center, the legs and the arms. And take a breath in, lift the elbows, maybe gaze up. As you exhale, keep everything squeezing, drag your elbows in towards your belly button, nest your eagle. Squeezing everything in towards center and in towards your belly button. What's going on here? On your next inhale, we'll unwind all of that. Mountain pose, you can shake it out. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, walk it forward. If you want to vinyasa, you can walk to plank or you can just walk right onto down dog. Cleansing breath here. Full inhale. Big sigh out. Then we'll inhale, left heel lifts to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Take a pause. We'll shift the shoulders over the wrists. High on the right toes. Point your left toes. Tuck the chin. And then inhale, three-legged dog. Take it up and down. Exhale, knee to nose. All of that intention and action. And then step the left foot through when you're ready. And drop the right foot all the way down, point it up to the right corner of your mat, and rise on an inhale, warrior one. Pulling the right hip forward, take a big inhale. As you exhale, arms will come out wide. Sweep the left arm under this time, eagle wrap or shoulder grab. Yeah. Take a big breath in, lift the elbows, maybe take a little tip back. Exhale, humble warrior. Bowing to the inside of the left thigh this time. Relax your jaw. And then keeping the arms pressed down through your feet to rise on an inhale, warrior one with a bind. And then release the arms out. Take a big counter stretch, just opening your palms out. Inhale, exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse, take it up and back. Exhale, side angle. And then same option. We'll be here for a beat. You can keep the right arm reaching, half bind, or sweep your right arm towards the front of your mat. Inhale, reverse triangle pose. Maybe float the left toes. Exhale, triangle. Bring the arms out. Reach forward and then down to a block or your shin or the floor. Right arm, again, is reaching. Or if you want, you can take the bicep over the ear, maybe extend the left arm as well. Utita arms. And your next inhale will rise back up and then open it out to star pose. And spreading wide through all 10 fingers. Take a big breath in. And exhale, reach the arms behind you, interlace the fingers, maybe the non-dominant grip this time. As you inhale, drag your knuckles down, gaze to the sky. Exhale, wide-legged fold with your bind. And then we'll just take that sway or deep bend into one leg and then the other. Fingertips to the floor. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, crawling to the front of your mat. Frame the left foot. Right hand plants, left arm sweeps up. Easy twist. Staying here or side plank, stepping your left foot to stack over the right. Wherever you are, one more inhale. And then exhale, plant the left hand back down, plank pose. Inhale, left leg lifts, three-legged dog. And then we'll walk the hands back to the right foot. Find your standing splits or standing L at the back of your mat. Blocks or no blocks. Your head get heavy once again. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, relax the head down. You're going to bring the left knee in towards your chest. And then again, moving slowly, rise up to a one-legged mountain pose. From here, we're going to cross the left leg over the right leg. And then sit the hips low once again. And then we'll bring the left arm under the right. Full eagle. And everything squeezing in towards center. Take an inhale, lift the elbows, look up. And exhale, nest your eagle. When you're ready, we'll unwind everything on an inhale. Shake out your right leg. And then reach the arms up. Take a big inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, we'll crawl forward, taking one final vinyasa if you want it. We're stepping straight to down dog and then into child's pose. Lowering the hips down towards your heels, bowing your chest down towards the ground. If you'd like, you can take a block under your forehead or your hips for more support here. Slowing it down. Slowing the music down. Notice your breath once again and notice if you can come back to those really full, expansive breaths in. And then those relaxing, long, slower exhales. Noticing this transition again as we go from movement to stillness, creating space for whatever wants to arise or be seen or heard or felt. Let's find one more full cycle of breath in and out, no rushing. When you're ready, we'll roll up through tabletop pose. On an inhale, actually, let's take blocks under the hands. And then we'll inhale to extend the right leg back, drop your toes down, just take a little rock. And then rocking forward, so shoulders are over the wrists, hands are on the blocks. You're going to lift the right leg and step it outside your right block, lizard lunge. So to shift your hips forward, lift your chest. And you can stay here, or if there's another variation of lizard you prefer, you can remove your blocks or lower your blocks. If you're lowered, we'll come back up to lift the chest. And then walk your hands out to the left, plant both palms down, and just bow forward any amount. Rise up when you're ready to walk the hands back to lizard lunge. We'll take a block in the right hand, start to sit back, straightening the right leg to land your right butt cheek on your block. Lift the crown of your head. You can stay lifted or fold over your right leg. And then as you're folded, you can make your way back up. And just remove the block. And a lunge back forward into tabletop pose, taking your blocks under your hands once again. And once you're set up, we'll step the left toes back, shifting forward and back a couple times. And when the shoulders are over your blocks, I'm going to inhale to lift the left heel, step outside your left block, and then find whatever variation of lizard lunge works on this side. And you're ready, we'll come back up to the hands or the fingertips. Walk your hands out to the right and then bow your chest down any amount here. And then we'll come back through center, grab a block with the left hand, and start to shift back into your half hero's pose. Walk under the left glute, lifting through the crown of your head. An option to fold. If you're folded, start to walk yourself up, coming off the block. And then we're going to make our way onto our backs. So, however you'd like to get there. Hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a squeeze, maybe draw some circles in the air. And then hugging the knees in, you can bring your knees apart, stretch the hips, maybe drawing a circle with one knee and then the other. Or if you prefer happy baby pose, grab for your feet. And if there's any other movement that your body is craving before you settle into rest, feel free to take whatever you need. Take all the time you need. And you're ready, come to our final resting pose of this practice, Shavasana pose. Letting yourself find what's restful and comfortable to you in this particular moment. And whenever you find that positioning, take a body scan, starting with your feet. Notice if there's anything that's tensing or clenching or holding that could be released, softened. And I will guide us out when it's time to move. Give yourself full permission to rest here, Shavasana. Let your attention come back to your breath. Again, inviting full, expansive breaths in. If you'd like, sighing through the mouth as you exhale. And when you're ready, starting to just introduce small movements back first, fingertips, toes, maybe rocking your head side to side. Eventually hugging the knees into your chest. And then notice if you'd like to rise to a seat to close, maybe rocking to one side first or rocking and rolling the length of your mat, or using your hands to prop yourself up. And if you're choosing to come to a seat, you're welcome to bring your hands to heart or stack your palms over your heart, or just keep your focus there. And we'll close out in gratitude for self, for showing up to your practice, circling back to that reason what brought you here. Gratitude for the others in this room and online for practicing in community. And I thank each of you for trusting me to guide your practice tonight. Thank you so much. Hope you have a great night. Some light.